Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you took a moment and subscribe down below. But for today's video, I am doing an update on my no-buy. My no-buy is going on until the beginning of April, or April is when I'm stopping it. So, yeah, I still have February and March to get through. But, yeah, I'm just going to hop in and talk about, like, if I've bought anything, if I, how I'm doing, spending and all that jazz. So I guess I'll get the first thing out of the way. I was doing okay not buying anything until a couple days ago, and I was just kind of getting over being sick, and I was just feeling a little bit down, and there had been some things I've been wanting, and I went to Ulta with my mom, and I kind of knew going in there that I was probably going to buy one thing, or I wasn't sure what I was going to buy, but I knew I wanted to buy one thing. And I decided to get the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Kit, or Glow little palette thing. And I've heard mixed reviews on it. This is what it looks like. It comes with a highlighter, a blush, and then a luminous glowing bronzer thing. And I haven't tried it yet, but I swatched it in the store and I thought it was something that it looked like something I would like. I know this is kind of getting more negative reviews just because it's a sheer formula, or you have to build up the product and whatnot. But for me personally, I sometimes like that, because if you have like a blush or a highlighter and it's really pigmented and you apply it and then you apply too much or whatever, and then it's harder to blend away, versus if you keep adding it or building it up slowly, it's easier to work with and whatnot. So I'm gonna try this out, see what I think. I love the way it smells. It smells just like the peach palette, which is that kind of peach scent, which I personally really like. I know some people scent bothers them, but for me personally it does not, and I am happy with my purchase. Like I said, I was getting over being sick and I just needed a little pick-me-up, because something that I've learned with doing this no-buy for like a month is that I think it's better for me personally to allow myself to purchase one thing per month, just because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy, because I just feel like if I continue not to buy anything when I'm off my no-buy, I'm gonna go crazy and buy a lot of things, and I really don't want that to happen. But yeah, I think I still did really well, although I did purchase something. I feel like it made me really think about like what I wanted to purchase, versus before I would go into Sephora or Ulta and just be like, oh, this lipstick is really pretty or something, and then I would just go ahead and buy it without not really thinking about my purchase so much, like when I really don't need it. So that's just kind of what I've learned in the month of being on a no-buy. As for Temptations this month, I was in Marshalls and Bath & Body Works with a friend earlier this month, and I saw some lotions I wanted in Bath & Body Works. However, I put them back because I have a full drawer, I have a whole drawer full of lotion, and I know that I don't need any more lotions, so I'm happy that I stopped myself from purchasing lotions. And then when I was in Marshalls with my friend that same night, I saw they had the Bare Minerals Sheer Sun, I believe what it's called. I believe that's what it's called. And I used up one of like a little sample size in my Sephora Play Box over the summer, and it was perfect for mixing in with my foundations to create my like summer shade. But I didn't purchase that because I figured by the time I would need it, it would be like spring and summer, and I just thought maybe it would have gone bad or something, and plus I don't know how long Marshalls has had it for, so I held off on that because I figured I don't need it right this second, and I would rather, honestly, go to Sephora and buy it there, where I know it's, the shelf life hadn't been put out as long as it could have been at Marshalls. Plus, I don't know if the shades were like different. I don't know, but I decided against that because, like I said, I didn't need it right now. But if that is something you're into, definitely check out Marshalls. And yeah, As for temptations go, I have really been tempted about the Peach collection. I have the eyeshadow palette already, so I really wanted to pick this up. And I have a whole list on my phone of different products I eventually want to try. And what I've noticed is some products that I initially had on my list, I've taken off because I no longer want those products. But whereas before I would have probably have just gone out and purchased those products, which I think says something, because sometimes, you know, if something new comes out, you're, you know, like, oh my gosh, I have to have it like now, and then you go and actually swatch it or try it and you're like, not really what I was thinking it was going to be. So I'm fine with my purchase, and honestly I'm thinking of allowing myself one purchase a month, because I think that'll keep me kind of sane doing this no buy. And I still think that would be good, honestly, because you know, before I would go to Ulta or Sephora and just buy and buy way too much more than I would ever use, and this way I can still get one thing and really be more conscious about my purchase. And yeah, I think that's just going to be way more helpful to me, because then it'll kind of keep me more sane, and I'll still be excited about using my stash, and excited about the new products as well. Also, I did want to mention that my Play by Sephora box is not included in this no buy, because that I get monthly, and that's kind of like my exciting thing of the month. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. But overall, I'm still really happy with my no buy, and I think, you know, it's really teaching me how to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It's teaching me to be more conscious about where my money is going, and really making me think about what I truly, really want with my purchases, versus before I would just go and buy like 20 lipsticks and be like, oh, look at all these lipsticks. Oh, I don't even use half of these shades. But you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch. If you're new here, please take a moment and subscribe down below, and make sure you follow me on all my social media sites, because I would really appreciate that. And I look forward to talking to you guys in my next video. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Talk to you later. Bye!